What the fuck is up, everybody?
What's happening?
There we go. We got one person.
Hard
Anyway.
and helicopters. That's what's up.
Welcome to the leftovers. We're gonna, do our best to get through some things tonight. Gonna talk about Russia, Ukraine, a little bit about the trucker convoy. I don't think Dilly's gonna make it, but if he does, he has some info on that. Jussie Smollett and that whole bullshit there. And I'm sure we'll find some other shit to talk about. So we'll be right back. So breaking down the fourth wall on that one, that's just for Spotify. So enjoy. So how's everybody's night?
Man, I don't know. I ain't decided yet.
Well, I woke up about an hour ago because I had to take a nap because I had a 13.5-hour day, which is good.
But if I take a nap in the daytime, shit at night, I ain't gonna go to sleep at all.
I'm still fucking beat. But, working 13.5 hours for this week capped me off at 60 hours, so that's good for the pocket. So we'll see what that paycheck brings. Should be pretty damn good.
If you said something, I didn't hear a fucking word. My sound went out for a minute.
Oh, hate when that happens.
Yeah, that shit starts sounding like wah, 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 wah.
So we'll start off talking about what we were talking about before the show. We'll talk about, and I did do a little bit of research, but talking about Russia and Ukraine. Apparently what I've seen this week is Russia asked China for military and financial support. And as far as we know, China turned them down. But we'll see what happens with that one.
I think they're probably in support of them, in my opinion.
I mean, China's something to be worried about for the whole fucking world.
Yeah.
But still, I think China still has to fucking play ball with the rest of the world, and they seen how everybody united against Russia. So I think they're gonna have to decline support unless it's under the table there.
In public, yeah, they'll say no, but I think behind they're doing something different.
Well, with all the talks about them wanting Taiwan, you can only imagine that they don't give a shit what Russia is doing with Ukraine, because eventually there's so many talks about China going after Taiwan. So,
yeah.
What's up, Amber? So, don't know. I mean, it's crazy that it's 2022 and got all this shit to deal with. It's fucking nuts.
I don't know what the fuck's wrong with everybody, though.
No. You think we'd all learn how to fucking get along,
Yeah, but everybody just wants to bicker, fight, and fuck around. And somebody's going to fuck around too hard and cause a bunch of shit we can't get out of.
See, the sad thing is like the normal people like us, we're all innocent bystanders in all this. It's the governments that we really don't have too much control over that are making decisions for us and putting us in situations. What are you going to do? I mean, I can't imagine too many people really wanting to say, yeah, let's go to war. It's the governments feed you some bullshit and get their troops rallied up and say this country's fucking against us, or we need to go do this. And like I'm sorry, even when it came to fucking bullshit in Afghanistan and the Middle East, like I hate to be a fucking dick, but at the same time, look, if they don't want us there, if they want to preserve their culture of fucking goats and fucking kids and oppressing their women, how are we going to go change their fucking minds and make them see that it's not right to do that shit, because that's been their culture for fucking years. And
that's not our place to go change it.
Yeah, and some of the women over there are like, this is how it's done, and don't want anything to fucking change. They're okay with being oppressed. It's fucked up. But yeah. I'm sorry, if they don't want to fucking change and all that stuff, then let them fucking do them. The only reason that other countries are involved like us is, the fucking natural resources over there, the fucking crops, the fucking poppies, and any of the fucking rare earth minerals that are over there that fucking major corporations from here could fucking use.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to do when it comes to all that shit?
War is the last thing I want to see, but, like you said, if things keep going the way they are, somebody's going to slip up and we're all going to be in the situations, and, everybody don't deserve that, but it's going to happen, at some point.
It's just hard to imagine that this where we are with technology and all that shit, that we just can't figure out a way to get along.
Yeah, that ain't never going to happen, I don't think.
Nah, because we're still fighting over religion, or what appears to be religion and stuff, when there's other things that they say it's religion, but we know it's for oil, it's for natural resources and control over that stuff. So,
well, do we not have enough oil and resources on our land? They're just not letting anybody get it. I don't understand that.
Well, there's a bunch to that. You got to make your environmentalists over here happy so they vote for you. So that's why the Democrats are doing shutting down the pipeline and all that shit. And the pipeline really wouldn't put much of a dent in oil production over here anyway. So, and then when the rest of the fucking world runs out of fucking natural resources, we'll have the oil here still. But you got these big oil companies that have bought patents for, cleaner, more efficient fuel sources and all that stuff, and have fucking hidden them away, so we're stuck using fossil fuels so they can continue to profit. So I mean,
yeah, they're bending us over, though. I'm telling you.
Everybody, and then you have these people that want to go for the electric cars. Do they really know how much it costs to the environment to make a battery for that car? Do they really understand that they're still burning coal and other things to charge that car? It's not any more efficient at all. It's just basically virtue signaling. Hey, I got an electric car. I'm trying to do something for the environment, because they're not actually putting fuel in their car. They're getting electric from people who are fucking the environment up. It's fucking dumb.
It ain't gonna matter if it's gas or electric. It ain't gonna make a difference.
Something has to be fucking burned to create. Like, I think we talked about this at one point in time. Nuclear energy is You would think you hear the word nuclear, so you're thinking it's like this complicated process to get electricity. No, they use it, the nuclear reaction, and it causes heat. They pour water on it and create steam that runs fucking turbine engines to fucking make electricity. So even Einstein said it's a hell of a way to boil water. Use nuclear reaction.
Yeah.
So
I'm
it's
just sort of sitting back and just being observant at the moment, just watching different things. Because my opinion is not all the way formed yet. And I'm still looking and looking and looking at different things. And it's going to get hairy, in my opinion, at some point.
it really depends. I mean, with the way information is passed around nowadays, there's you can people can wake the fuck up. You know, it wouldn't take much to rise against powers that be to let them know that we're just not going to keep on dealing with their bullshit, and they need to actually start working for us, especially in this country, because the way it's supposed to work. So, you know, people say democracy. We're not a democracy. We are a republic. But still, our politicians are supposed to work for us. We vote on them based on their policies and everything that we most align with, and then they're supposed to vote on bills based on the majority of people that voted for them to. And it just doesn't go that way anymore. It's
No, they do what is in. They'll
politicians.
tell you what you want to hear, but they're going to do what's in their best interest when they get into office.
Definitely, you know,
And that's not
and,
just a one-sided thing, Republican. That's all of it.
and I've used Dan Crenshaw as a perfect example for that. I believe he's a Navy vet, and that's why he has the eye patch. He lost his, I don't know where he lost his eye, if it was in combat or whatever, but you figure he come from, middle class or whatever, or close to it. He didn't grow up rich, but he probably, family probably still was still pretty good. But so you figure he's going to be he's conservative. You figure he's going to be for the people and have more understanding. But then he's one of the biggest ones that are advocating for being able to trade stocks, in Congress. And then he's even on record in a podcast interview saying, "Well, if we can't trade stocks? What's the incentive? Because we don't make enough money." Like $174,000 a year isn't enough fucking money. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me? Like, most people in this fucking country, they're right around what I make. Between I'm not gonna say exactly what I make, but I don't make bad money. But
Yeah.
it's not great either. I still struggle. But if I made $174,000 a year, I could afford two fucking houses and two brand new fucking vehicles, and and still have money to fucking take vacation and do what the fuck I want to do. And this asshole's like, we don't make enough fucking money because he's got to have his house in the state that I think he's from Texas, have his house in Texas, and then have to rent a house in DC for when he has to spend time in DC. It's like, you gotta be fucking shitting me.
And they all got hustles. They're all making a lot more than that somewhere, doing something.
Well, I mean, and that's his argument on fucking being able to trade stocks. He is the fifth. He has the fifth largest um, profit in trading stocks in Congress. So, I mean, that you got to think they also have insider information and they're not getting fucking popped for that, for
No.
insider trading.
But and I've seen something. I don't know how true it was that they got a 21% raise here recently.
Yeah.
I'm going to look into that. I don't know how true that is. I mean, I'm not saying it to be truth. It's just what I've seen.
They vote on their own fucking raises and all that shit too, and I'm sure it's going to be put in the budget somewhere in the near future because of inflation and gas prices. They're going to say, "Oh, cry poor."
Yeah.
They're just so out of touch with the people that they're supposed to represent, because the average American probably makes. I want to say that I didn't look any numbers up. I want to say average, you're probably looking at $35,000 to $45,000 a year is average, and they're making 107. That's Congress making 174. Senate makes more than that. A senator makes probably over $200,000 a year, because the president of the United States makes
400,000.
450 to 490, something like that, thousand a year.
Yeah, it might be 450,000.
It's somewhere between there. It's between 450 and 490. Somewhere it's just shy of 500,000, $500,000 a year.
Yeah.
And after their terms are up, if they are one and done, they still get like $250,000 a year for the rest of their fucking life.
Hell, I could live off that very comfortably.
Yeah. So, and then they get medical benefits, for life. So
Fucking Secret Service watching their ass for life too.
yeah. So and American people fucking pay that shit. Like, now I don't know what Congress and I don't know what Senate, they make after their terms are up. So it might not be, I don't know what it is, but still they're all entitled to that after they're no longer in office.
Right.
It's a
See,
good
I
deal.
didn't know how that worked. I wasn't sure how that worked.
I seen it a couple years ago, the breakdown, and I know it's changed since then because they voted on raises.
How many beautiful people we have in here tonight?
We got 3 right now. We're bouncing back and forth between 3 and 5. Amber has been in here. She's over there commenting. I'm bad at keeping up with the comments. Sorry.
See, I can't see the comments. I'm going to get a computer. That way I'll be able to see them and stuff.
Preston was in here. I don't know if he's still in here.
Ooh.
Amber's mom's still in here.
Hey, girl.
Oh, it's just been a bad week. Sorry, guys. We wanted to put on a good live show, and me and Matt are doing okay. But Dilly, he got tied up today. He was supposed to be with us, but right before the show, he said he wasn't even to his boss's house yet. So I doubt.
If y'all don't like it. My grandma used to say shit and fall back in it.
We're thinking about doing a live show every other week and just not doing anything else. Just putting our live show on after it's done and over with and recorded. Then we'll put it on Spotify, but we'll be live because we're told that we like the live show, that people like the live shows, and some of you guys showed up, but some of the other people, they say they miss us live, need to show up if they want us to keep on doing live shows. I like doing them.
Yeah, I do too.
Sometimes it could be a little bit easier just to pre-record, but I kind of like the live element and having people comment and all that shit. So here's something funny we can talk about, and let me pull this up real quick for everybody. Now, where's it at? All right, now let me share my screen. I should have downloaded this and did it different. There's different things I can do now that I need to learn how to do better. So I don't know if y'all can read this, but I'll read it. So it says trans women are women. And then underneath that, it has a paleontologist say 1,000 years from now, look, a male skeleton. And then there's a commenter that says, bro, how would you even know the male skeleton from a female one? There is no penis bone there. Uh I
don't have an opinion.
Yeah, that's a whole ass face palm right there. Like I believe, and I'm sorry, but I believe that was I blacked out the name and I didn't even really read the name. But I think when I originally read it, I think that was a female who commented that. And if it is, dude, she should give her rib back. Seriously.
Snatch that rib up.
I mean, if you know anything about science, no, there is no penis bone, but women have an extra rib because apparently Adam gave his fucking rib up, and women have an extra rib, and their whole hip bones or pubic bone is a whole different from ours to allow childbirth. Like where was she during health class and science? Yeah, it's really like that. Look, I get it. There are scientific reasons for trans people to actually feel the way that they do, because now that hormones are thrown off, if a woman is pregnant with a girl and she has a higher level of testosterone throughout her pregnancy, there's a good chance that the baby, when it gets older, is going to identify more, have more masculine features, or and all that stuff. And so the hormones going through the woman's body during gestation can possibly have an effect on whether or not they're gay or straight or trans. And I mean, it's still being studied, but I'm sorry, you're still biologically, you were born a male or a female, two genders. If I get to know you, I will do my best to try to use the pronouns you feel more comfortable with me using, to try to be respectful and all that shit. But 9 times out of 10, if you're not a cool person, if you are easily offended, I'm probably going to avoid you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, some people get their feelings hurt way too easily.
She's probably in the bathroom looking for a bone. I, in the this is a fun fact, and you can look this up because I'm pretty sure I'm correct in this because I believe I did read this somewhere. The only mammal who actually has a bone in their penis is a whale.
I don't know. Sometimes mine feels like it's got a bone in it. That's all right. If that's the worst of my problem or the least of my problem, I can deal with that.
That brings up a whole nother subject of like, growing up, I didn't even know what the word offended means, and I still don't because I don't know if I've ever been offended. It's hard to hurt my feelings on Gen X.
Yep.
And I have to personally know you, and even if I personally know you, there is still a very small chance that you will be able to hurt my feelings in any fucking way.
Yep.
My feelings, I can walk away and not interact with a person who tries to hurt me.
Absolutely, yeah. I don't. It takes a lot to offend me, and I'm just like you. I can walk away from a person and I never talk to them again.
Yeah. So the fact that with the newer generations, they get so butthurt and they think that their feelings really matter, and with people they don't even know.
Right.
That's the bad thing. They get their feelings hurt from people that have no meaning in their life, who have absolutely nothing to do with their day-to-day life. Someone that's on the internet who has an opinion that's different than them, they allow their feelings to be hurt, and they think that they have a right to not have their feelings hurt.
Yeah.
How did we get to this point where our feelings, we think that we have a right to not have our feelings hurt? What happens when you get offended and your feelings get hurt? You get over it. And your feelings can change with new information, just like your opinion can change. So you might be offended over something or butthurt over something that happened today, find some new information, or heck, not even that. Just forget about that fucking comment or that fucking person who said it and move the fuck on with your life.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling sometimes.
Yeah. I just there's a lot of people do feel very strongly about certain things, and some of them are very passionate as I am about certain things, and they just don't want to hear it sometimes. It's like, well, you're gonna hear it anyway most of the time.
You imagine, like, in the late 90s and even the early 2000s, some of the movies that were fucking made, like the scary movies, what the 41-and-a-half-year-old virgin who knocked up Sarah Marshall and felt super bad about it. Some of those comedies that you couldn't do today because fucking butthurt fucking pussies get so offended over shit. It's like you've killed the art of comedy.
You'd be surprised. There's some people still have a sense of humor.
Yeah, but here's the thing: there's these people that get offended are the minority. They're not even the majority of people. They're a small group of people who fucking complain, and people get the big companies and all this shit say, "Hey, 5 people are complaining. Let's fucking do something about this." Until these companies and other people fucking grow some balls and tell them to go fuck themselves, because more people like it than you little peons that are fucking complaining, we're going to keep it. Just like Netflix is doing a good job with fucking keeping Chappelle's shit up after that whole fucking situation. Spotify's doing a good job by letting some of the fucking artists fucking roll off of their fucking platform and keeping Joe Rogan. I don't know how long that's going to last, but they've done a good job of allowing, not knee jerk and fucking get rid of Joe Rogan because of a few fucking pussies like fucking Neil Young.
Well, Joe Rogan just find another platform.
Yeah, and he can start his own fucking website and get his own fucking bandwidth and all that stuff, and he can make enough money on his own. He doesn't even need one of these big platforms, but it's saying something that some of these companies are fucking standing up and not allowing a small group of people to control the content that they put on their platforms.
Right.
It's nice to see, and I hope the trend continues. And I mean, with the internet, everybody gets to voice their opinion. A lot of these companies with the knee-jerk reactions have, fuck things up, and hopefully it's starting to go back to where these companies aren't going to allow that to happen anymore.
I'm about to throw this damn phone across the room. I have to keep on switching back from default to speaker to default because it just starts cutting out. I don't know what the hell's causing it to do that.
There we go. I still had that share screen up. I had to turn it off.
What do you know on that Jussie Smollett guy?
I read a little bit of the article. I didn't read enough to really, but I mean, from the beginning, that pisses me off because only in this country, if you have money and you're famous, you can walk away without any jail time. You can fucking pose a hunger strike and just drink water for 6 days and have people have sympathy for you, and they're going to let you out of fucking jail when you orchestrated and paid people to beat you up and fake a hate crime so you can make the president of the United States look bad and his supporters. That he should have got a lot more time and been made an example of, but he's famous, he's gay, and he's black. Get away with almost anything at this point.
God damn it.
Well, I guess if I was that Verizon guy and I say, "Can you hear me now?" then
I can now.
Well, now you can. What's up, Papa? It's been a while. It's been a while since we've been live, too. Well, about a month ago we went live for a little bit. If you have money, you can get away with almost anything, because if you have enough money to pay lawyers, what's up, Overwatch? To pay enough lawyers to find holes in the prosecution, you could damn near get your way out of anything.
Yeah, because people that knows people will pay whatever they have to.
A high profile case, there are a lot of people. I mean, it just happens so many times, even with rape allegations and everything else with celebrities.
Yeah, it's, sometimes it's hard to tell which ones are, true, which ones are not.
Well, that's the thing, is you got so many different news outlets that are giving their opinion and not the actual news anymore. And so you got to align with an opinion, not the actual truth, and be able to form your own opinion. You're given a you're trying to be made to feel a certain way when they, with the news. They're not giving you the information that you form your own opinion. They're giving an opinion they think you should have.
I can't. I just don't watch mainstream media. I just don't.
I don't either. But then when you look on Facebook and you see shit, you can't fucking rely on any of that shit either.
If you know where to look and where to study, you can find what you need. But a lot of people don't go that far and do that. A lot of people just don't.
Yeah, the way that it should be done nowadays, because of the way everything is, you should go if you have a topic that you want to discuss. I'm not the best at it, but I will tell people, hey, I'm not the most informed on this topic. So I'm telling people ahead of time that I'm not. But if you really want to, you need to go look at the same story that is on Fox and CNN and find somewhere in the middle to form your opinion. And then you need to go to other sources as well that aren't as well known, that may have something different to say or more information that one of the other news agencies omitted to try to push their own agenda. So you need to go to multiple sources to get different stories to try to find what the fucking actual truth is.
So, not everybody, but a lot of people, they form their opinion on what they hear on the news.
Yeah.
And you gotta, if you want to know what you want to know, you gotta dig for it.
Yep. If you go into the comments of the Facebook stuff, you'll have a mix too of opinions and information that you wouldn't normally see. So you really need to dig deep into some of the things that you may have felt strongly about. You may feel differently if you actually research it a little bit more, because you might find some more information rather than someone's opinion that they were trying to make you feel the way they felt.
Right.
There might not be as much fighting if people actually did their research instead of just copying, pasting other people's fucking thoughts.
I just want everybody to come fuck together, shut the fuck up. Let's have a goddamn cookout and get the fuck along. Shit.
Yeah.
That would be fucking great.
It really would be. It's just hard to understand how. I mean, it's not hard to understand. You have the news makes money on advertising.
Yeah.
Facebook has been called out for this many times. They're going to put in your news feed more of the stuff that you click on. You're going to click on something more that makes you mad, and you want to voice your opinion in the opposite direction of what you're seeing, or so you get stuck in these echo chambers, and it's all triggers. So anything that triggers you, Facebook is going to feed you more of that.
When I started TikTok, I was doing a bunch of political shit. I was just like, you know what? I said, I don't want my page to be this. And because like you said, everybody's real sensitive. And, they like to show their ass and try to mess with you. So I just took every one of them down, just started over.
It's bad because this is the time we're all distracted. because we do see all this fighting and all this negativity between the left and the right and the black and the white and all this other bullshit that we do need an escape. But at the same time, we're so distracted that we're not seeing, and it frustrates me because I really wish it wasn't the way it was, because we should just be able to live our lives and be happy and make stupid dancing videos and this and that. I should be able to have my sense of humor on TikTok, and but someone gets offended that I
Where did you find the sense of humor at?
Well, I don't really do anything on TikTok anymore because
I don't do a lot.
All the stuff that I thought was funny and stuff like that, it's not anymore, and people want to fucking report you and all that stuff, and it just doesn't make it enjoyable because people don't know how to scroll past a video they don't like, or if you're not interested in that person's content and their style of humor, how to hit the unfollow and block button anymore. They think that with all the power and what TikTok does is allows you to report people, and people get drunk with that fucking power. Hey, I can take this person off because I don't like their opinion or I don't like their humor. It goes against what I believe. Instead of just allowing people to be individuals and all that stuff, we have this need as humans. I don't, but I've noticed this. We want people to be just like us. We want to create drones instead of allowing people to be individuals. We want, if you don't feel the way that I feel, we're gonna, fuck you. We'll get you taken down, canceled, and I'm only gonna see what I think is funny.
Right.
I've never, unless it had to do with like a child predator or something like that, where I thought something fishy was going on there, I've never reported anybody's video because I don't worry
if I don't like it, I'm like you. I just keep going past it.
What's up, Scott? I want to get down there. Where are you at? Alabama?
Alabama.
Yeah, Scott. I want to it'd be nice to get down there to meet him. He's dad going bad on TikTok if you don't follow him. Yeah,
See, you'll have to send me his name. I'll go follow him.
Yeah, he has a lot of cooking videos. He looks like he's an awesome chef. And his
hell yeah.
On Instagram, his son is a really good tattoo artist as well.
Oh, hell yeah. I love the cooking videos. I love to cook, so that'd be awesome to see.
Yeah, Huntsville,
Alabama. Okay.
Yeah.
What part of Alabama is that in?
Yeah, Papa, Dad going bad. Scott, if you want to put your TikTok name up there, exactly how it's going to read out on TikTok, put it up for everybody. He said Northern.
Northern? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I watch all his cooking videos. We follow each other on Instagram and TikTok.
I look at recipes. There's this one I forget. It's called like Chef Hub or something on TikTok, and they got some badass recipes. But I like to look at different kinds of food. I like to try different things.
Yeah, you'll like his content then.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I'm more on Instagram now. Yeah, I'll get on TikTok now, and I'll like a lot of videos, but I don't think I've made a video in maybe a month.
Yeah,
it's too risky for me to try to do anything now because it's even gotten worse than when I got my first account banned that like when I made a few videos about a month and a half ago, like right off the bat, they were fucking under review. And they were my voice. It was
Right. I've did a few the past couple of days, but I'm not on there near, nothing like I was before. I just don't get on there a whole lot.
Now, I tell you what, though, TikTok has been good because I've met you, Emily, Dilly, Amber, quite a few people. And when we had that get together last year, it was fucking awesome. They get, Rob, Timmons, Sluggy.
Yeah.
Got
That
to
was
meet
a fun
everybody.
get together. It really was.
You can't put that shit together like on Instagram for some reason. I don't know why it's so different,
Right.
But I mean, TikTok did bring a lot of people together, and it still can. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's some cool fuckers out there for sure. But if I get on, most of the time it's me just looking at stuff. I don't make a whole lot of stuff. Not like I used to do on there.
So, like when I was trying to get back into making videos a couple months ago, I was having a lot. Like you were sending me reaction videos and stuff like that, and I got some of those hit because almost anything you can do can be looked at as bullying. Like you're not saying anything. You're just having a weird reaction, like what the fuck reaction to what's going on in the video, and somebody can look at that as you're bullying.
Bunch of sensitive ass people.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of them that can't keep scrolling. They gotta start shit.
I don't really think it's so much that they're so sensitive. It's just that they have power and they have a voice because of the internet now. And TikTok allows people to get away with it, that you can go in and report somebody's video, and if it gets taken down, that's like a fucking ego boost. Hey, I did something good, or I have some power. I can fuck with people,
Yeah.
I really don't think it's really much more than that. It's just the power that they feel from being able to fuck with somebody.
Yeah.
I've never had a desire to go have somebody taken down unless it is a pedophile, which
now that's a different story.
Yeah, that is a whole different story. But I've never reported anybody because I didn't like their humor, because I have a dark fucking sense of humor.
Yeah, we all do.
I mean, and like I've tried to censor myself a lot, and I need to really stop that. And Nick kind of showed me that the other day. I took a long time to tell a joke about Dilly. And then instead of just coming straight out with like, so Dilly shared, I wish he was here so he could fucking be part of me beating on him. But so he shared a video saying that his dad condom broke. It wasn't his video, but he shared another video of a cartoon saying my dad's condom broke in 97. Now I exist to pay bills and have anxiety or whatever. So, and my response to that was, I made a long version of this, but in other words, he just wants you to make people think that his dad's condom broke, but in reality, he dripped out of his mom's asshole into her fucking pussy, and retard strength, that little sperm swam all the way to the egg. And that's a shorter version than the one I told, but still not. I mean, I could have been a lot worse with that.
Dilly's probably listening. They're fucking. She's like, I'm fixing to get on here, fuck them up.
No, especially like back in the day when I was younger, I used to be fucking ruthless and I could hurt fucking people's feelings. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but I need to realize that my friends are going to understand and they're not going to be offended. So I can
Right.
be a little tougher with you guys than, the normal person. So instead of fucking taking a long time to tell a version of that sounds a little bit better, I can be like, yeah, he just dripped out of his mom's asshole under a pussy, and he's fucking here to exist and fucking pay bills.
How did you come to exist? Well, son, I had a wet dream your mom rolled over.
Yeah, right. I'd venture to say the fucking best part of Dilly fucking stayed in his mom's ass.
We love you too, Lee.
No, I really need to stop censoring myself like that. So just be,
let it all out.
yeah, I do. But but you find yourself not wanting to offend people because of how sensitive society is nowadays. So you make adjustments to and you lose yourself.
Sometimes shit flies out of my mouth before my brain can process it.
Well, that's the problem with me is I wish I was more that way, and I'm trying to get back to that way. But and this is why everybody gives me shit for being a little late to the joke. Because instead of saying what is on my mind right away, I think about it, I edit it, and then it comes out way too late when the joke is already fucking past. When I should have just said what was in my fucking head to begin with instead of letting that editing process, happen.
Yeah, it shoots right on out of my mouth. And that's got me in trouble a few times.
But I mean, were you really upset that it got you in trouble?
Honestly, no, not really.
Yeah.
I don't give two fucks.
And most of the time, I don't either. I will censor myself in certain situations, and you do have to learn. You People don't understand this. Like you have to be different people in your life. You have who you are with your friends, and like I just explained my whole story about Billy. You can be that way with your friends, and then around your family, you've got to be a little different. You can still somewhat be free around certain family, but then like around your grandparents or your older fucking aunts and uncles, you may have to like refrain from cussing or telling certain off-color jokes.
The only people I ever did that for was my grandparents on my mom's side. Them are the only two people I ever did that. Anybody else, I didn't care who they was. I was going to be who I was.
The only people in my life I gotta try to watch my mouth with is when we go around Nicole's grandmother. I try to be respectful there.
Yeah.
Other than that, if I'm in a work setting, if I'm out at the main terminal, I try to watch what I say.
And see, it's different with me because my grandmother, she was an untreated bipolar woman. And, you know, my bipolar ass and her got along real well. And I'd look at her, and I'd say, what are you going to do if I kick the shit out of you? And you got to keep in mind, she's about 5'2", about 120 pounds. She said, son, let me tell you something. She said, you want to kick me? She said, you got to sleep sometime.
So, it's funny. Like my mom, she's getting a little bit older now, and I love my mom to death. But I get my sense of humor from my mom. My dad has a very dry sense of humor. That's where I get the dry side from. But at the same, my sick sense of humor, I get more from my mom. But since she's gotten older, like she's lost her sense of humor. I posted the other day in your dad should have left you in a sock group.
Yeah.
On Facebook, and that this guy tweeted that he puts sugar on his butthole and lets the ants crawl to get the itchy spots. And then, then you see the comments. He asked how to delete a tweet. Well, my mom posted under that because she's in that group as well, that I make her sad. Like with posting that, and I'm like, I get my sense of humor from you, Mom. Like,
it's bad when mom's getting at you.
yeah, but my mom would have found that funny like fucking 5-10 years ago. You know what I mean? And like now she's, like I feel bad because it's a little bit different.
Yeah, because we all post some nasty shit in that group.
Yeah.
How do you like that one that I sent you the invite to, the Red Room?
That's a good one. I've thought about. I'm gonna take some posts from there and post them in the group as well.
That's some friends of mine from Jonesboro started that 2 or 3 years ago on Facebook.
Dude, that group I posted on one of my last posts was posting about that group on TikTok. And we went from like 398. Now we're at like 571 people in that group. I'm hoping to get that group to grow even more. So all the people you invited came. Tell them to invite their sick fucking friends.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get something going. We haven't really had but a couple of violations so far, so we're doing pretty good.
Right.
But I hope to grow that group, and I should have posted that we were going live in that group tonight. I posted in there the video Emily made, but I should have posted it again before we went live tonight to try to get people over here.
Right.
Yeah, for anybody that's in here or anybody's going to see this in the future, I'll have to put that group in somewhere where it's easily accessed. But if you're part of that group, you can invite your friends. We want to grow.
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll do short lives over there, here and there. And anybody that's a part of that group can go live in that group. So I want it to be like a community.
You talking about your dad should have left you in the sock?
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're sensitive, leave your sensitivity at the door.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gotten a lot more active since I invited all the people from TikTok, Scott. I'm going to keep it that way.
People post some interesting, funny shit.
Luckily, so far, we've been able to stay away from politics. Like I am that one group that Nick shared. The
3.0 one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one.
It's a good one, but it's not going to last long.
No. But he had a good find. I like it.
Yeah, it's just sad because people get in there and then they're starting to fight politically now, and it's the one guy posts in there that he wants to have more liberals in there, and then the one person posted or commented that all they have to do is say fuck Trump and it triggers people.
Right.
And I'm like, fuck Trump and let's go Brandon. Fuck them all.
Fuck you all.
Mm-hmm. None of them give a shit about you.
No. Don't matter who it is. None of them do. You got to look out for number one. For your damn self.
Just like that one fucking saying, the fucking the left wing and the right wing belong to the same fucking bird.
Yep. Just depends on which bird you're gonna fly with, though. These are the only ones I need to fly.
Yeah, Scott, you can do a cooking live.
Hell yeah, I've watched that.
That should be entertaining and to where you don't have to be so interactive with the comments. You can just tell people what you're doing and as you're cooking, and maybe look at a comment and respond to it every now and again. But you cooking and being live at the same time should take your mind off of actually being live.
I got a request if you'll do it. His name is Scott. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Make a video of a good Philly steak and cheese sandwich. I can't never get mine to taste the way I want them, and I need a good recipe.
You need to get good meat, and if you're trying to make a Philly cheesesteak, the peppers and the onions and cheese whiz.
Cheese whiz.
Yeah, that's if you come over here to Philly. Now, I'm not a big fan of an actual real Philly cheesesteak. I've only had them from Geno's, and I don't care for Geno's that much. And I know people are gonna fucking beat me up over that one, but I do need to go some of the other spots. I just didn't like the meat that Geno's used, and I don't care for cheese whiz that much. But if you most of the major places you're gonna get a Philly cheesesteak, ask with whiz or without. If it's a
I like provolone
steak,
cheese. That's what I like on mine's provolone cheese with Southwest Chipotle sauce.
yeah.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, Philly cheesesteaks, you got to come to Philly to actually have a real Philly cheesesteak.
Man, I've had so many different ones since I've been up here, and all of them's been fucking good.
Scott said, here, I'll put it up on the screen for you. Cheese whiz and marinade for the meat is key.
Cheese whiz and marinade. Okay. Heck yeah. Never would have thought cheese whiz.
I tell you, the best cheesesteak I've ever had, and it was, I'm from Delaware. I was in Delaware. Down in Dover, they used to have this little place called Giacomo's, and me and my oldest daughter's mom went there for lunch one day, and I don't know all of what they did, but they toasted the bread in the oven, and then they put everything on, and it was one of the best fucking cheesesteaks I've ever had. I still remember it to this day, and this was 21 years ago.
Right.
And still, I think that was the best cheesesteak I've ever had in my life.
I've had some good ones, and if I go somewhere, no matter where it is, if they got a Philly cheesesteak sandwich, I'm probably getting it. I mean, I like them that damn much, and I like trying the different varieties, different way people make them and stuff.
It's fucked up. Like, if I get a cheesesteak now, I usually get ketchup and mayo, fried onions, mushrooms, on it. And for some reason,
you can't go wrong with mushrooms.
Nah, I think it's the ketchup. Always end up getting fucking heartburn and indigestion. Now,
see, I don't like. Only thing I put ketchup on is meatloaf. That's it. I don't put it on anything else.
We had meatloaf tonight. And I put some ketchup on it.
That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. I'm going to eat some lasagna here after a while.
She put some onions and some mushrooms in the meatloaf and put some ketchup
on.
Hell
yeah. Sounds like my kind of meatloaf. I love mushrooms and onions and peppers. I like all that shit.
Now, from Scott, we'll have to, if I ever get down there, we'll have to go. I'll have to learn how to. I make good. I'm a breakfast cook, so I make omelets. But unfortunately, nobody in my fucking house but me eats real breakfast. And
I don't know how to make an omelet.
They're easy, but there are so many different ways you can make them. It depends on what meat I have. I'll cut up my sausage and I'll saute some onions and some peppers.
Yeah.
And, beat my egg, and I'll put the whole mixture in the egg, and even with a little bit of cheese.
Yeah.
Then I'll pour it on and form it, and I'll flip it, and then I'll put extra cheese on it and flip it over.
That sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah, Amber knows. Amber's been here for me making breakfast.
Is it good, Amber?
And she said Jeremy makes some awesome breakfast.
Hell
And
yeah.
I'll make some damn good home fries too, but
You're only about 4 hours. What time's breakfast in the morning?
people everybody in this damn house, they don't really eat the home fries either that I make, but they'll all eat fucking hash browns from the store. If I just fucking throw the hash browns, the pre-made formed hash browns like you get at
Yeah.
McDonald's.
I
Like we'll
love
buy
them damn
those.
things.
Yeah. I'll if I'm too lazy to make an omelet, I'll fucking cook the hash browns and I'll make some eggs over easy. I'll put
Heck
some
yeah.
cheese on it and throw an egg on top of the hash brown. I'll eat it like
Yeah.
that.
I think Sunday morning I'm gonna make breakfast burritos.
See, I like doing that too, but like you said, Nicole will only eat like either pancakes or French toast.
Right.
And Nova, she stopped eating eggs for some reason. I used to make her eggs in the morning.
I don't eat eggs with a lot of things, but like I make mine like sausage, egg, and cheese burritos. You know, the way I like mine, like pork sausage.
Yeah, Amber, I think we had salmon 2 weeks ago. But yeah, Nicole does really good with the salmon, and when I cook on the grill, I'll grill some salmon.
Hell
We had
yeah.
some flounder the other day that Nicole breaded and made in the oven, and it turned out really fucking
You
good.
know, I've never had flounder.
It's a nice mild fish, so and it's really easy to just bread, and you can either bread it and fry it, or you
You ever
can.
have fried catfish?
I don't care for catfish that much.
Well, I love that shit.
Now I'm not a big fan. Like I'll eat my salmon. I'll eat the flounder. I haven't had flounder in fucking years until last week or the week before.
I like fish. I mean, I like fried catfish. That's one of my favorites. And I like haddock, cod, different ones.
I with the salmon, I kind of like it a little bit dry. So we get one of those cookie cooler, like it's a almost, it looks like a grill, but it's for cooling cookies, whatever. But I'll use that. I'll put that down. I'll put olive oil on the salmon, and then I like lemon pepper.
Yeah,
So
I
I'll put
love
lemon
lemon
pepper on
pepper.
it. And Nicole makes the lemon butter sauce. It's just lemon, butter, a little bit of garlic, and a little bit of sugar to cut out the acidity.
All right.
And we'll get couscous. She'll make the Parmesan couscous. And
What in the hell is goose goose?
yeah, it's hard to explain. But we'll make that, and we cook the salmon in the broiler, and then put the salmon over top the couscous, and then put the lemon butter on top of it. And it turns out really, really fucking good.
Man, my fat ass is getting hungry all of a sudden.
If you're still here, Amber, good night. We don't like here. We don't eat too unhealthy. Most of the stuff that we cook is relatively healthy.
Shit, I'm sure I might have 1% of arteries left. I eat awful. And I do a lot of my eating in the middle of the night, which is not good either.
Nah, it's not good. But Chinese barbecue sauce for salmon. That sounds interesting.
Chinese barbecue sauce.
I've put mozzarella steak seasoning on salmon before, and it's really good with just lemon and mozzarella steak seasoning.
See, I wouldn't know how to. I've never really cooked fish. I'll eat the hell out of fish, but I don't know how to cook it really.
That's easy. There's so many different ways you can do it. The next thing I want to try in the near future. Last year, she got me, I want to say for Father's Day, she got me a cast iron skillet.
Oh yeah, you gotta have one of them.
Yeah, I want to try cooking the salmon in that because I've only done it in the broiler or on the grill.
Yeah.
recently I made steaks in the cast iron, and they turned out fucking amazing.
Do you like tuna?
I do, but it's got to be fresh. You can't get the frozen shit.
Right. I'll tell you what, I like. I know it's fake as shit, but I buy tuna fish in the can. I can get that and some mayonnaise, whip it up, and I can eat that shit on crackers.
Yeah, I would try that, Scott. He said Mongolian sauce is what it's called.
Mongolian.
Ribs also, the Chinese barbecue sauce. Trying new stuff
Sounds
here.
interesting.
Trying new shit here is kind of hard because Nicole's not that picky, but she's still a bit picky. So, like, the first time she's ever really had salmon that she's liked is when we got together and we started cooking it the way we do.
Right.
I'll also eat salmon. I don't cook it like this because she doesn't like it. But I'll take a fillet and I'll butter a piece of tinfoil, put some onions and some lemon juice or lemons in it, and I'll fucking wrap it up and throw it on the grill or in the broiler and let it cook that way. And it turns out pretty good, but she doesn't like it that way.
Yeah.
What's up, baby? What's up? Luna, look at mommy's hair.
What's baby girl doing?
Say hi,
There
baby.
she is.
Say hi, Nuna.
Hey, sweetness.
There you are. Say hi.
She needed some dad time.
Earlier when I got up and I was in here setting up, she was looking at me, waiting for me to come get her. Nicole had to say, "He'll come get you when he's done." Say hi.
She seems like she's really calm.
Say hi.
Hello. If we could all be as cute as you, girl, we'd have it made.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Scott doing a live cooking video. That's going to be awesome. I'm going to have to watch it.
I think we might have to talk him into that one.
Yes, for sure. Have him do it on a night where we can be spectators while he's cooking.
You know, other than like TikTok, I don't like going live because I don't like being by myself. Like,
yeah, I don't go live on TikTok either. I might have once, maybe twice, for a few minutes, but it's just not something I like doing.
Same here, Nick. I've told him before I want to go down to Alabama so I can get him to cook us dinner and get a tattoo from his son.
Oh, Nick's in the house. What's up, Nick?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Nick, if since you follow him, you've probably seen his son's work on Instagram. But his son's a pretty good, damn good artist.
Is he a tattoo artist down in Alabama?
I believe, yeah, because they don't live. I'm pretty sure they live close to each other.
Awesome.
Yeah, it'd be cool to have a little get together down there. And Scott said he's gonna be manager of a state park or something down that way in the near future. So you could get a nice get together down there in the spring or fall when it's not so fucking hot.
Right.
But there's campgrounds down there and all that shit.
Yep, sounds like a plan.
I'm due for because I need to get tattoos for the girl, the two Nova and Luna, because I have one. I have a tiny one I got for Hannah, my oldest, and Then I end up getting, when Ray was born, my 10-year-old, I had the birds. I have the sparrows on my chest with the banners with their names. I need to get the names touched up, and then I need to get 2 more to add Nova and Luna.
Yeah.
Because I don't have I don't have tattoos for them yet.
I've got one. I need covered, and there's a few that I found that I need to find somebody to do.
Yesterday I was listening to Dropkick Murphys, and one of their most famous songs is Rose Tattoo. And
Yeah, I've heard that one.
Yeah, it's a fucking great song. And I have this fucking rose on my fucking neck.
Yeah.
And it's the cover up of my ex-wife's name. The rose covers it up. And I never, for some reason, I've heard that song so many times, and I really didn't think of it like that. That I, because I forget about the tattoos I have sometimes. That my rose tattoo is a, 2 failed fucking relationships, because my ex-wife's name is covered up by the rose. The rose, I was made to cover up her name by Ray's mom, because she didn't like seeing the name there, which is understandable, but it is what it is. So it's a symbol of 2 failed relationships.
Right. Mine's just a stone sunshine smoking a blunt. Mine's simple. I got it when I was like, it's the only one I've got right here. There you go, Jeremy. That's the only one I got.
Yeah. I've got on this arm here.
Yeah.
I know it's upside down, but this is one of those fucking luck troll from the fucking 80s, late 80s,
Right.
early 90s. And my sister's initials. My sister, I'm not going to go into the story. Maybe someday I will, if I haven't already told the story on the show. But my sister was murdered. So I have her initials there, and I always remember going into her bedroom and playing with the little dolls that she had. So that's for her. My brother, he's still here, thank God. But since I have my sister on one arm, I got the monkey from the Family Guy on
Yeah.
this arm and my brother's initials. And me and my brother have the same initials.
Heck yeah.
And then I got the rose, and then I got the ones on my chest. When I was with Ray's mom, I got a free tattoo from an apprentice, and I ended up getting cellulitis on that tattoo. But
Yeah.
it has her son, which I was taking care of at the time. We planned on getting married, and I kind of wanted to adopt him when we were together. I still care for him and would do, if he called me up and wanted me to come get him, I'd go spend some time with him. But
Right.
he's now seeing his real dad. But I got his initials on my leg with a skull.
Right on.
But those are the only tattoos. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tattoos. Oh, and this piece of shit here. You can't see it, but I'll take a picture of it. It's an infinity symbol on my fucking ring finger that I got when.
I'm really picky on who I would let do my tattoos because, it's sort of a permanent thing, and I want to see their work before I let anybody do anything on me.
Yeah, after I got that free tattoo from the apprentice.
Yeah.
And the ones on my arms, they were from a guy who wasn't that great of an artist. My troll didn't look bad. It needs to be touched up. But
Right.
the monkey from the Family Guy was really shitty.
Yeah.
The rose, I wish I could find the guy who fucking did it, and I wish I could remember his name, because I would definitely track him down so he can touch up my neck. But if I could find an artist that I like, that I think could just touch it up and not add anything to it, just recolor it and all that shit, and try to save what the original artist did, I would have him touch up my neck. That's a pain in the ass, though. Like, getting a tattoo on your neck, the original just 4 letters on my neck wasn't too bad. But it was still kind of fucked because he's putting his fingers on your neck to stretch the skin out to get, good canvas there. So the fucking pressure on your fucking artery. But then when I had the fucking rose done, that was an hour and a half. The original tattoo, the name, only took like fucking 15 minutes. But when that dude did the rose, that took almost an hour and a half to 2 hours of that dude fucking pressing on my neck. I'd start getting lightheaded because the fucking blood wasn't flowing because he was pressing on my fucking artery.
Right. The one I want, one of the guys I checked with, he said it'd be anywhere from 5 to 7 hours to do on the tattoos I'm wanting. And it's Hulk, and it's going to be on my forearm, but it looks like him, like he's tearing out behind my skin, and trying to get out. There's reason behind that, but I'll get into that some other time.
Yeah, I have seen some of his cover-ups, Scott. Like on his page, I'll have to.
You'll have to shoot me his name. I'm on Instagram. I'll add him on there.
Yeah, I'll have to look up his actual name because now that I follow him, I don't pay that much attention to the actual names, but I do recognize him and his work because I think he's one of the only other tattoo artist I believe I follow is this chick from Philly. So there's only 2 artists on my page, but he's pretty fucking yeah. Here, I'll put it up on the screen.
Mr. Bond Tattoo, okay.
Yeah, you go on the Instagram page, you'll see some amazing shit. He's
I'm gonna go on there for sure. Mr. Bond Tattoo, that's in my brain.
Yep.
And when we get off of this live, I'm gonna go on there and add him. I'd like to see some of that stuff.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've had any work done. I think the last tattoos I've had done were my birds,
right,
on my chest. But I really do need to figure out what since I really don't know what I want. Like I want something to go with the birds that are already there for Nova and Luna.
Right.
I want to find somebody who could give me a decent suggestion and be able to kind of fucking fill it in with the other 2 girls somehow, incorporate something up there.
Yeah, I would. If I had the money, I'd be covered with tattoos.
No, I'm kind of picky with mine. Like I was thinking of something different for my cover up on my neck.
Yeah.
But when I talked to the artist and told him what I want, I was thinking about getting some stars to cover it up. And the dude was like, I can draw you a rose, and if it looks good, we'll do it. And he drew it up, and it was really good. And then when he actually put the color in there, he put a little bit of yellow, and he really made that shit fucking pop. And it was when it was originally done, I fucking loved it. Now it's fading, and you can start seeing the letters underneath of it. I really need to get it touched up. But that's a hard place to get a tattoo, man, because it's constantly in motion, like moving your head and sleeping and shit. My pillow was fucking stained of tattoo ink because they didn't have that.
I can't see myself getting tattooed like my face. I couldn't do my legs and stuff, probably, but my arms and chest and back and shit. If I had the money, I'd be filled up with tattoos.
Yeah, and not me. It's not. I like tattoos, but I'm just picky about what the shit that I want it to have meaning.
Oh yeah, mine would have meaning of some kind.
It's just hard. Like you said, the only ones I really want to get now is I just want to get the touch up and I want to get the girls. And
Yeah.
that's it. And eventually, after the girls are put on there, I might get my. No, I don't know if I want to go there or not. I was thinking about the two grandkids, but
Right.
then eventually I'm gonna have more grandkids. So I don't know if I want to start that whole fucking family tree on my fucking body. But it is what it is,
That shit. Yeah. Scott, let me know. Let us know when you get ready to do that cooking live.
We're gonna have to get on him about that one. I asked him to if he wanted to fill in for Dilly one time. He said he would, but he's a little shy. But I really enjoy watching his videos.
Oh no, don't be scared. Don't be shy. Don't be scared now.
Maybe we can get him out of his shell.
We're all full of shit.
On one of my videos that I made with shotgun and a beer, he shotgunned he duetted or at least mentioned me. It's been a long time. Him shotgunning a 16-ounce Yingling can.
Well, Dilly just don't know what he missed tonight now.
That's the hard thing. I mean, we understand, Dilly, he's over the road, so it's really hard.
Yeah, definitely. I just like to give him shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of how he was born, right?
Well, if we didn't give him shit, he'd think we didn't like him.
Nick's just kicking himself, so he can't be in here now to give me shit.
I know. I love seeing him give you shit. That's always fun.
Hey, I'm an easy target, and I don't mind because I laugh along with you guys because I know I'm a fucking idiot myself. So,
well, we've done good so far. You've not pissed in a beer bottle yet, so we're doing all right.
I've had a lot to drink too.
Yeah, that was funny that night. Nick just dead stopped. Are you pissing in a fucking bottle?
Hey, Nick, I already told that joke on the show tonight. You missed it, but it was an explanation of something. Scott, we were asking the same thing. Why he travels with that dildo? I don't know why.
I don't think I want to know.
Yeah, me neither.
Shit, don't get me the line. Tell me, motherfucker, what it is.
I don't think we've got an explanation on how
it sort of looks dirty, so I don't know if I really do want to know.
Yeah, well, no, I do kind of want to know how he obtained it. Like, where did it come from, and why does he still have it? Like, why didn't he just throw it out?
So many questions. Maybe he'll pop on and answer them for us.
Jesus, he was the one right before the show. He wasn't at his boss's, and he still had an hour to go from his bosses to home. So I don't think he's going to be with us tonight at all.
Oh, that's all good.
No, but next time I do need to try to get a little bit more social with some of the other people we've already had on and whatnot, just so we might be able to bring somebody in short notice. But my schedule since I started doing the oil has been a little rough for me to be any more social, and I'm not very social to begin with.
Yeah, man.
Jesus Christ. Fucking Nick.
What did I hang on?
It's almost as bad as the meme I seen earlier. You know what the hardest part of walking across the field of dead hookers? My penis.
Y'all just ain't y'all just ain't right.
Hey, the title of this show is "What the fuck is wrong with people?" So,
What the fuck's wrong with people? Shit.
since Dilly didn't pop in, we were supposed to talk about the convoy. So, but I have really no information on that because it is not covered in the news or on Facebook or anywhere else, as well as the Canadian one was. Because I don't think there's much support for the one here in the U.S. But I do have to say one thing that I just found out. Since I started doing the oil, I I want to go back and get my hazmat, and something that recently passed, which is completely fucked in my opinion, and is going to hurt the industry more than anything. When you go to get your hazmat now, or your passenger endorsement, or certain endorsements, you actually have to go take a course before you can actually take the fucking test at the DMV now. So you have to pay like $50 for an online course, or you have to actually go to a local school to take a course on the hazmat or passenger endorsement. And then you still, on top of that, you have to pay for the endorsement. And if you're getting your hazmat, you have to pay for a background check and fingerprinting and all that shit.
Right.
I see a lot more people opting to not fucking get their hazmat because of that, because you should be able to just study the book, go take the test, and get your hazmat like you always used to. Now the
Right.
fucking government is fucking throwing more red tape to get their fucking buddies more fucking money. That's all it is. It's all about fucking money. It's not about the safety of the fucking people. It's just about fucking getting people fucking that are in their fucking politicians' pockets. Fucking
Yeah,
assholes.
fuck all of them.
Yeah, I just found that out. It passed this month. I think it was this month on the 7th. Now that you have to fucking go through all that extra fucking hoop to fucking get your hazmat again.
Yeah. Bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, I fucking hate it, man. Because I've had my hazmat twice since I've had my CDO.
Right.
So I should just be able to go again. But this is called the whole thing is entry level driver training. I've had my CDL for 15 years. I've had my hazmat twice already. I'm not a fucking entry level fucking driver. I do not need entry level fucking training on anything in this fucking industry.
Right.
Let me go take the goddamn test.
Yeah, they make you jump through so many fucking hoops, it seems.
And Nick said it, that's all anything's about is making the rich richer. Oil prices continue to drop. Gas prices remain the same. Yeah, they're not. They are dropping around my area.
It's right.
It was up to like 4.39 here at one point. Today, where I normally get gas, it was 4.09. So it has dropped a bit, but not as much as it should.
I think I seen 439 here last I seen.
Yeah, Scott. No, that's the way it is, and that's one thing that the truckers, if they actually get meetings with any of these politicians and shit, need to talk about this. And I've said this for fucking years. If anybody here knows anything about the trucking industry, I don't have a problem with the electronic logs. I understand some people do, um, and I don't care. Dilly can fucking come on here and cuss me out all he fucking wants for saying this shit. The only fucking reason people are fucking against the fucking electronic logs and being forced to use electronic logs is because they cheat. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. You can be mad at me all you fucking want. If you're fucking doing the books the way the book should, your log book should be legally, you should have no issue doing it electronically. The only reason to not the fight against electronic logs is so you can fucking cheat them. Sorry, and I don't care. But
I don't
at
think
the
I
same
would like
time,
the electronic log if I was a trucker.
I love it because it makes a company not be able to force me to do shit that I don't want to fucking do. I'm going to get my 10-hour break. I'm going to get my rest that I fucking need to be able to drive that truck safely.
Yeah.
And the company can't force me to do anything other than that. But what I was getting at with the electronic logs is it was fought against for many years amongst most of the owner operators. And I believe, the people who made Qualcomm, or Omnitrax, whatever it's fucking called, and the people that make the electronic logs, they went and lobbied and they put some money in the fucking politicians' pockets who supported it. If we can offer this product, if you're not going to use it, hey, we'll force people to fucking buy our product, because you only have a handful of companies, maybe 2 or 3 companies that you can really use. Now it's getting a little different to where you can use apps on your phone for electronic logs, but there's a couple companies that actually have the systems in the truck, like Omnitrax. If we can't get big companies to buy our product, then we'll just make it a law to where you have to, use electronic logs if you have so many trucks in your fleet. So you have no choice but to buy our fucking product. If we can't sell it to you, we're going to force you to buy it.
Yeah, that's the way shit works, unfortunately.
That's the way I've looked at it ever since I've been in the industry. Is it's not about fucking being safe. It is safer in my opinion. I'm not gonna lie, because like I said, since all the companies I've worked for have used electronic logs, except for Schneider when I first started, they weren't there yet. But they can't legally, with electronic logs, they can't force you to run over your hours. You have to have that 10-hour break, and it's recorded electronically, because a lot of companies back then, before electronic logs did become law, a company say if you don't make this load on time, then you're fired or whatnot. So
yeah,
now a company can't do it that runs electronic logs. It can't do that.
well, I don't know much about it, but I get it sounds easier doing electronic, I guess.
Oh, it is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Nick. Like they were back then. So I do believe that the electronic logs are safer. And me personally, I like it. There's not as much work involved in it. I don't have to figure out what fucking town I'm stopping in to fucking get fuel and all of that shit. And I don't have to do all that fucking work. The computer it's GPS system. So when I stop and get fuel, the system automatically picks that up and logs it for me. I don't have to fucking worry about it. And company can't force me to work past my hours unless there's a few exceptions. When the pandemic hit, they threw that out the window and they were letting people with goods, reefer units and shit like that run past their logs to deliver goods. And if you run propane in the wintertime, they don't care. You can run 18 hours and they're not going to stop you. DOT is not going to ticket you. They're going to let you run that because it is necessity for people to heat their homes and other shit. So if you run propane, you don't really have to worry about the law.
I sell propane and propane accessories.
I'm gonna go down to the Taco Bell, give me that one of those Baja Blast.
Yeah, I've seen some people doing that. Some of them are pretty comical.
King of the Hill is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I love that damn show. I do. I could sit and watch that shit all night long.
And when I first started truck driving, I stopped in Charlotte, and me and this one guy were talking about that show, and
Yeah.
I was talking about Boomhauer, and this dude was straight up. He's like, "Yo, that's an actual language down there." He said, "I'm from Texas." He said, "You can talk like that, and people understand you." And he rattled off something, and then he told me exactly what it meant and broke it down for me so I could understand.
And you know what's bad is I can
Shit,
understand it. I mean, there are people really that do talk like that. I'm serious.
oh, he told me and he showed me that he could talk like us, or he could rattle off shit like Boomhauer, and it makes sense. I'm like, holy
Yep.
shit, man, I feel bad for making fun of you now. Have a good night, Scott.
Good night, Scott,
We're
man.
not
Have
going
a
to be
good
too
one.
much longer on here.
Do it, brother.
I thought Scott's saying good night. He's rolling. So we're not going to be on here that much longer ourselves. We're at an hour and 41 minutes. So shortly we'll call it quits. I was trying to find out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not going to see Dilly.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll catch him on the flip side.
So for anybody who's still here and anybody who's going to be watching this, so 2 weeks from now, every other week when I don't have my one daughter Ray, we'll be doing live shows. If we feel like it, every once in a while, we may, if there's a topic that we can't wait to talk about, we might just throw together a pre-recorded show and throw it up on Spotify. But I mean, we're gonna do our best to do this the live every other week. We don't know how long it's gonna be. We can't say it's gonna be 2 hours every time. Might just be an hour. Like I said, we're getting ready to cut it now because we ain't really got much more to talk about. But 2 weeks from now, we'll be back. We have the website, theleftoverspodcast.com. We on Facebook, we have a Facebook page. We have not, well, I kind of have the group, Your Dad Should Have Left You in a Sock on Facebook, which is pretty much a meme group and for comedy. I'll have to post the link to that somewhere. And I think we do have merch on the website. I will have to post the link somewhere for Dilly Fam merch. I don't have that posted on our Facebook page. Or I don't have that posted yet in our Beacons link. I will get to that. Yeah, let me see something. I might be able to have it roll across the bottom of the screen real quick for anybody who needs it. Where's it at? Try finds. Yeah, here it is. This is the Dilly Fam merch link. And I left my hat at work, but they have some awesome hats, awesome shirts.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a shirt on there to support Nicole for the breast cancer. I'm pretty sure the way Dilly has it set up is all the profits go to charity in some way, shape, or form. So go, check them out and get yourself a t-shirt. Like I said, I'm pretty sure everything that they make for the Dilly Fam, because I'm part of the Dilly fam, but I don't have anything to do with the merch. He puts everything to charity in some way, shape, or form. Everything that's for Nicole will go to her. All the shirts that you buy, Nicole Strong, will go to her. Yeah, I think that's about it. So with that, we will say goodnight. And let me find our little exit thing here if we do.
Today, Junior.
Yeah, I know. I need to get used to this shit. I'm used to giving this fucking shit to other people, like letting Nick do. Nick did all this shit for me. So now I find I have to get used to in a routine of knowing where everything is and just fucking doing it, and not having to fucking be like breaking down the fourth wall. I'm looking for it. All right, night, Matt.
Y'all have a good one.
Peace, everyone.
They was sleeping, they was snooze on me.
What the fuck is wrong with people?
Why they sleeping, why they snoozed on me? I was seizing opportunity. They don't know what to do with me. I keep going hard like I'm in puberty. Rebellions in my blood, there ain't no ruling.
You know how I'm setting out my part of the trophy? On a motherfucking giraffe.
Hey.